to it. Let's go get the buggy. Keeping an eye on oxygen, but I do have a spare oxygen bottle. But also, all we'll need to do is put a door here and some stairs. A foundation. Build another. I need some more iron. Give me any piece of iron. So. Right, and now we can just go straight in here. And look at the difference. This is what I mean, right? If you made these by ones, you'd have these bloody pillars everywhere. This is night and day, right? And trying to rebuild a base using those is just, it's a nightmare. So getting that is like gold. Okay. Right. Yeah, man. Right, we just need a bit more iron. Right, let's get at least the foundations in the corners. Okay, and the floodlight by the door, I need a magnesium. Which way around is it? This way around? Yes, this way around. There. Cool. Look at that. That is awesome sauce. Right, that is awesome sauce. Right, I've got where we're going to make our storage area, right? Door is there. I'm thinking this side's going to be my storage area. So we're going to need to make some storage areas to transfer all our shit across. But the aim is if we build enough of these, we'll actually be able to start organizing our storage properly. Right? Because our storage right now is all over the frickin' place. So I want like storage for food, and it's labeled for food. But we're going to need iron a go-go. Iron a go-go for that. I can see the hydration level and the food level. So that's not a problem. It feels so good now to actually be working on the base rather than just like filling up lockers and lockers with mats and mats and mats and not really being able to do much with them. And like I said, I could have. It doesn't stop you. It's just personal preference of not wanting to rebuild a base because of the gnaws of rebuilding an existing base in the same location. Like if you're going to move it, that's different. But a 4x4 like that is a really good place to start, I think. And all of this we're collecting now is for lockers, because the aim, as I said, is to start having like a locker for iron, a locker for uranium, a locker for all the different stuff. We got so much different stuff that we need a lot of different lockers. But that really helps when you start getting into auto crafting. Full. Cool. Hydration level critical. Yep, okay. I hear ya. Okay. And based on past experience and how much locker space I need, all 4 of these, this whole area here is going to be locker space. Yeah. Yep. And I want to build as much lockers beforehand, because when I start transferring stuff, it's going to be really difficult to make sure you've got the right lockers. And if you end up making a mess of the lockers here, then you're just reorganizing to reorganize to reorganize. So if we can build an absolute crap ton of lockers now, it's going to make a huge difference. All this iron, we're literally sucking the iron up. We have to start building some ore extractors as well soon, which is going to be huge, because that means we actually won't have to go out searching for all this stuff. We'll just be able to extract it next to our base, which will be huge. All right, 3 more. 1, 2. That's to get that. It will be a long time, because I haven't even seen the trade rocket, right? So I don't even know if there's trade rocket in this, because I haven't seen that you can unlock a trade rocket. So in terms of getting the supersized lockers, I haven't seen it. Right. So food next to the door. Next to that, water next to the door. Iron. Having labels on this is amazing. Silicon. Magnesium. Cobalt. What else is there? Iron, silicon, magnesium, cobalt, aluminum. Titanium. Super alloy. Iridium. Uranium. Osmium. Okay. That's a starter. So let's start emptying the lockers. There's nothing left in here, is there? No, good. So we'll start emptying the lockers, and then we can start getting some space. Right, iron goes in there. Plus, I'm not carrying any food or water with me, so There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the beginning of big base build. The very beginning. But look at all this space we've got, right? For biodomes and all of that type of crap. We're going to be like, yeah. We're going to be cooking on gas. I wish I could build a train system. It'd be so cool to like build a train system from my base to the launch pad to this train system. That would be awesome. Right, so I want all of the ore-like materials, right? Because we've actually got locker space for all of that. And then we're going to have to go with things like seeds and stuff. There we go. See, the buggy's just going to make this so much easier. Oh yeah, look at all that aluminum. Nice. We're actually going to need way more locker storage than before, because we've got all this toxic stuff we collect now as well, which we didn't have before. And tungsten, which of course is a new one. I forgot about that. We've got tungsten to add to the list. And zeolite, which I haven't put in. We don't have any zeolite yet, so I'm not worried about a locker for that. But it's making sure that you've got the lockers arranged so that you can put auto crafters close enough to them that they can auto craft from their lockers. So like having an auto crafter for super alloy, for example, which I did before. Quite like the blue light, that looks cool, so I think I'm going to stick with the blue for now. Okay, so we don't have any iron on us, do we? No. Silicon we do. Nice. Starting to actually look like proper base. Cobalt. Aluminum. Look at that. Lots of aluminum. Who said there's no aluminum in this game? Iridium. Uranium. Tungsten. More silicon. That. Oh, we're going to be able to make iridium rods, and we're going to be able to start getting big heaters up. Uranium, start to be able to get nuclear reactors, more nuclear reactors up. Let's get some food and water. Buggy helps, but I mean, what you're seeing here is a completely unupgraded buggy. Like later on, you'll be able to get things like you can massively increase the storage, the speed, all sorts. But we're not there yet. Zeolite seems to be the big thing, which we don't have. But we are starting to clear out these lockers now of garbage. Right, tungsten, let's take that. So I'm taking all the ores at the moment, because it's easier to sort through. We might have to think about building a crafting station so that I can actually put some of this uranium and iridium into rods, because it takes up less space. But I do have a recycle machine. I'm pretty sure I've got a recycle machine now, so I can always recycle it back, right? So, right, give me a bean and water. But having organized storage is so nice, like knowing which locker stuff is in. Oh, thoroughly orgasmic. Cool. There we go. There's going to be a lot of admin now, but it's going to be huge, right, in terms of getting us set up for the next part of the game, right, and getting our progression, getting the heaters, getting the power, getting all machines up. It's just massive in terms of that next step, and if you just don't prepare, you just get left behind. You end up with tons of materials, not doing anything with it. And I'm not a speedrunner. I'm as far from a speedrunner as it possibly gets. I'm the opposite they had in mind when people think speedrunner. Titanium. Yeah, we're going to have to build a thing so that we can make iridium rods. Nope. Right. So, what do I need to make? Where is it? Advanced craft station. 3 aluminum, titanium, magnesium, silicon. Titanium, magnesium, silicon. See how easy that is? And 3 aluminum. We'll do 3. We'll have the advanced craft station here. See, that's a bit big by the door. I don't want it like that. Let's have it like this. Let's have it over here. Yeah, because we're going to make the control room on the top, right? So, cool. So now we can go take the iridium, bosh, and we can put it into rods. With the advantage being that I can just turn it back using the recycler. That'll do for now. Save some room. Okay, now iron, silicon. Yeah, we got a few bits. Like I say, this is just a bit of a noise, but imagine building a huge base and then having to do all of this with a huge base. Right? Because you can't just pick up and move these things. That's why it was so important to get the big habitat module. Okay. Let's keep going down, clearing the ore out. Because at the end of the day, that's what I need to build stuff with, right? Osmium, cool. Nice. A lot of good mats here, especially that osmium. Okay. Nice. The only thing I didn't do is... Yes. Didn't leave a gap here if I want to go that way. So... Right. Need to plan ahead a little bit. What? I click drop instead of put in. Don't lose uranium rods, they're too important. Osmium. First bits of osmium. Cobalt. Super alloy. Magnesium. Yeah, what I need to do is I need to build a locker here. So I just need 3 iron. And that's where the titanium's going to go, and that will leave me a gap to get through to the next area if I need to make like an autocraft area or some more storage area, whatever else. Alright, so if I built a locker here, it would come across. So let's have it like that. You're going to be titanium. We're going to empty you out, dismantle you, and rebuild you here. And I've decided what I'm going to put in there. That, yeah, might make that a zeolite or something, but we haven't got a zeolite yet, so I'm not worried about that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. Okay. Silicon. Excellent. Need to make some more iridium rods, I think. Alright, let's go make some iridium rods. And it's making a uranium rod as well while I'm here. Oh. Dumbass. Another iridium rod, please. There we go. Cool. Excellent. Alright, we got that up and running. So, let's head back. Do I have the... Oh, I can't see right now. I wonder if I have... Do I have the curved corner bits of the habitat? Yeah, I don't think I do I? Because I want to make like a control room. Or I'm going to build a few nuclear reactors up there as well, so then I can start dismantling these ones and then rebuilding them again. Okay, water. There we go, that'll do. Bean for food. Ooh, sulfur. That's one that we can do. Nice. Well, we're getting there. Bit by bit. Bit by bit. But having all this in one place, again, it's going to be huge. gonna be huge. There we go. Sulfur. Bosh. Titanium. Silicon. Magnesium. Cobalt. Aluminum. Hey, we got a good stack of aluminum there. Super alloy. Not looking the best. Super alloy could be our next challenge, but of course at least we can make super alloy. I just haven't found a place where I think I could mine aluminum yet, so that is a bit of a problem. Titanium. No. Super alloy. Oh, we need to make some uranium rods. That goes in there. Give me that. Silicon goes over here. Cool. Excellent. Okay. And that's everything. Right, so that takes super alloy. What is a nuclear reactor? It takes 3 super alloy for the nuclear reactor as well. Okay. Yeah, super alloy is going to be our problem. Haven't found anywhere I can mine it yet either. We are nearly done emptying all the ore. Once we've done that, I'm going to add a couple of bits to the base because I want to make a control room where I can view all of the stuff. Okay, so we've done that. So what we're going to do next is start taking flowers and seeds. Because we always get plenty of that. Flowers and seeds. Can I have a separate space, I think, for shrooms? Okay.